Welcome to Vogue B&B, your daily destination for the latest bold and the beautiful spoilers, breaking updates, and unforgettable drama. Subscribe now and never miss a shocking twist. Bold and the beautiful spoilers, July 16th. Daphne's diagnosis tests her and Carter. Elsewhere, Ridge and Eric look to the new couture collection to steal the spotlight back, while Will tries to make things right with Elektra. Daphne, Muriel Hilaire, was surprised when Naomi Matsuda told her that she has premature ovarian insufficiency. The condition is the reason why she and Carter Lawrence St. Victor have had difficulty conceiving. It also explains Daphne's night sweats, as the symptoms mirror perimenopause. Starting a family has been a priority for the newlyweds. Daphne confided in Steffi, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, that Carter really wants a child. Being her best friend, Steffi acknowledged that Daphne does, too. Trying for a baby and being unsuccessful has been hard on Daphne. At Forrester, every line has been put on hold as the company figures out its next steps. FC had originally seen their couture collection as Eric's John McCook come back, but with Logan receiving rave reviews for Hope, Annika Noel, and Deeks Harrison Cohn debut at the fashion house, FC wants to return with a vengeance. They just don't know how that's going to happen. Will Crew Morrow also doesn't know what the future holds for him. Elektra, Linnea Grace, moved out. He's been distressed since she left him. Will's been carrying a lot of guilt over not telling Elektra about Logan's plans. Though his family and Dylan, Sydney Bullock, have told him it was business, he's afraid he's lost the woman he loves. If you're still rooting for Daphne on B&B, her dream didn't end with one diagnosis, that she has premature menopause. But it wasn't about the diagnosis. It was in that moment that Daphne's future dreams were dashed. They've been trying since their honeymoon, but every test came back negative. Daphne couldn't understand why she couldn't get pregnant. She felt that she was doing everything right. On Tuesday's episode, Naomi Matsuda met with Daphne. She was consulting on behalf of another doctor who diagnosed Daphne with premature menopause. Daphne's emotional reaction to B&B stemmed from her immediate focus on the loss of her future, rather than the clinical details of premature menopause. Her question to Dr. Lee Finnegan regarding her ability to have a child highlights the sudden grief of realizing that an envisioned future is no longer possible. Daphne's response to Lee's diagnosis became one of the episode's most emotional moments. Her first instinct was to know whether she could have a child rather than to question the diagnosis itself. The scene wasn't about premature menopause. It was about how quickly a person can feel an entire future slipping away. Daphne has ultimate control over every aspect of her life. She's become accustomed to retaining that control. It's what has driven her to become a successful perfumier. But now, Daphne is about to learn what it is like to be without control. With just a few short words, Daphne felt that her future was slipping away. She realized that she wouldn't be able to have the future that she had envisioned with Carter. Daphne's identity is rooted in being highly organized, self-reliant, and perfectly in control of her destiny. Because she no longer has control over her biological timeline, her first instinct could likely be a defensive retreat. Daphne might convince herself that she's unable to give Carter the family that he desires. This frantic energy will not be just about having a baby. It will become a desperate psychological attempt to force an uncontrollable situation into a neat, manageable box. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Dylan quits job at Forrester for Will Spencer. Viewers know how hard Melissa Dillon has worked to get back on her feet and score a good job. Since Steffi Forrester hired her at FC, Dillon has been on her best behavior and gone above and beyond to be on good terms with Elektra Forrester, Linnea Grace, and her family. According to bold and beautiful spoilers, Dillon will be thrilled this week when she hears that Elektra and Will Spencer Jr., Crew Morrow, have split again. Previews reveal that by the end of this week, Well, Spencer Jr. will be crying on his former roomie's shoulder. The last time Electra was split up, Dylan tried to make a move on Will, but he was too focused on Electra. B&B spoilers tease that Will is going to need a friend this week and will end up at the bikini bar. Ridge Forrester forced Electra to choose between her career and her violent boyfriend. She chose the latter and is trying to get her jewelry line reinstated.